NTI Wars, Episode 2. In a galaxy far, far away, there was a school in Leestown Middle, empty of its students. In an effort to keep a school at activity, teachers, students, and community members sought to spread the good news of maths all around us through the second installment of virtual, collaborative, fun, elaborate, multimedia, student-made virtual learning is finally almost over learning experience for something called Math Night. Whew, that's hard to say all at once.
Hello Chargers, I am Steven Sorosano. Miss Harrod is my 7th grade math teacher, and if you know Miss Harrod, you may know her favorite number is pi. That is why I'm so happy to welcome you to Leestown Middle School Math Night. Our theme is Math All Around.
Hello Chargers, I am Miss Harrod, and if you know me, you know the cold never bothered me. It is 16 degrees and snowy and breezy, and I love it. Wind chill is a way to measure how cold an individual feels when wind is taken into account with a cold temperature. Wind chill is a function of temperature and wind speed. The function is more difficult than 8th grade math, but a 6th grade math student can calculate the wind chill with a whiteboard and a calculator. I'd be impressed if you could tell me the current wind chill.
Hey Chargers, my name's Kaya and I'm in Miss Harrod's math class. This is a window in Miss Harrod's neighborhood. It's covered with rhombuses. A rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. How many rhombuses do you see in the window? The problem and solution is on Class Kick, code NVDDYA.
Hello Charger, my name is Steven Sorosano. This is a very tall pine tree in Miss Harrod's front yard. She wants you to find the height of the tree using the indirect measurement. The tree height and shadow are proportional to Miss Harrod's height and shadow. Here are the facts. Miss Harrod's height is 67 inches, Miss Harrod's shadow is 100 inches, and tree's height is unknown, and tree shadow is 420 inches. Gives the tree a height to the nearest inch and the nearest foot. And the problem and solution is on Class Kit code NVDDYA. Have a nice day.
Hey guys, it's Miss Stevenson, 6th grade saddlebred math and science teacher. And I have a challenge for you. How many candies are inside my candy jar? We're going to do a little experiment today, and we're going to use math to try to figure it out. But first thing I want you to do is I want you to think about looking at this jar. What kind of information do I need to know to try to figure out and make a good guess about how many pieces of candy are in the jar? Throughout our math night, I'm going to be showing you some different tips about measurement, and so we can use measurements to help us get a more accurate estimate. But what I want you to think about is, what's a guess that's too low, too high, and then what is your official guess for how many candies are in the candy jar? I'll see you soon.
In the 6th grade, students have been learning about comparing cost of items with unit price. Whoa, mind-blowing, right? Let's see what a few of our 6th graders have to share about it.
Hello, I'm Anna, and I'm going to be telling you which is a better buy and the price per roll in the package. So Continental is $12.99, but since we had $1 to take off of it, it'll be $11.99 with 12 rolls in one package. So if we're going to be dividing them, this is the number that we'll be getting. So we're going to have to round to the nearest cent, and it'll be $1. So it is $1 per roll in one package. Angel Soft is $9.69 with 9 rolls in it. If we're going to be dividing them, then we're going to have to get this number. But we're going to get $1.08 if we're going to round to the nearest cent. So it's $1.08 per roll in one package. Quilted Northern is $17.99 in 18 rolls, and if we're going to divide it, we're going to get this number, but we're going to have to round to the nearest cent, and it'll be $1. So the first one and the last one are the same.
Hi, I'm Lucy, and I'm going to show you which is a better price. So here we have 36 cans for $13.99 and 24 cans for $8.99. When you want to find out, you always want to start with the price. So I'm going to do $13.99, and you always want to divide. Just divide. Divided by 36. I got 40. Next, you're going to do your next problem. 24 divided by 89. Like I said, you want to start with the price, and you want to divide. 89 divided by 24 is 37. So which is a better deal? They're 24 cans.
Math is an essential skill in everyday life. We use it when we go to the store for groceries, when we buy new jeans that are on sale, when we tip our servers at restaurants, even when we have to decide how much butter to add for a cookie recipe. Almost every career uses math in some way. Next, we're going to hear from some professionals to see about how they use math in their jobs. First up is my friend Tara. She's a realtor. Let's see what she has to say.
Hi, I'm a realtor. I sell houses and commercial property for a living, and I love it. I literally jump out of bed every morning, cannot wait to get started at my job, my career. I use math all the time, and I wasn't good at it in school. I did great in English, I did great in history, math and science, I really struggled at. But I use math every single day. I just got done writing an offer, in which I had to calculate payments. I had to calculate what my clients were going to pay for the house minus the down payment they were going to make to the bank to buy it. But on a regular basis, if I'm meeting with a client who wants to sell a house, I use math a lot. First of all, to tell them how much they're going to make from the house. I take the number that I believe I can sell their house for. I subtract 6%, which is a commission rate, and then I subtract what they owe on the house. The balance is their gross profit. So I use math constantly, and when calculating if one of my clients wants to buy a house, I have to look at tons of numbers because the house will have one price, but other houses in the area that have sold for different prices, I have to calculate why this house they want to buy might be worth more than some of the other ones. Honestly, I've come to love it. I enjoy the math because I enjoy my job, but in school, wasn't that good at it. So never really thought I was going to use it much. I kind of thought that was just for doctors and scientists and accountants, but even as a realtor, I use math every single day. So good luck, guys. Do great in math, and let's come sell some houses together in 10 or 12 years.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Callahan, and I am a district mental health specialist at Crawford Middle School. And you're wondering, what is a district mental health specialist? Well, my job is to talk to kids about anything and everything going on in their lives. If it's at home or at school or with their friends, the pandemic, it doesn't matter. It's whatever it is that is bothering them. I talk to them about it. I try to help them through it and make sure that they're able to process the emotions properly in a healthy way. And if they don't know how, we talk about it and I help them work through that. And so how I use math every day is that let's say I'm working with a kiddo about anger. So what I usually do is I have a graph and I show my kids from 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. How is your anger been today or this week? And I keep a tally of it. So let's say they say a 3, and then the next time we meet, they say 4, and then the next time we meet, they say 2, and then the next time we meet, they say 4 again. So after a month, I tally up and do the average of each section that we are working on. If it's self-esteem or if it's anger, depression, whatever it is that we are focusing on, I look at it. And so if their average of anger has been steadily high, so maybe a 4 or a 3 or even a 5, then that gives me an idea of, okay, for the next month, this is going to be something that we're really going to have to work on, anger. So math is great for that because it helps me do my job. It helps me help kids. So it's something that I use every day, and it's super helpful for my job. Thanks, guys.
I wonder how Miss Stevenson is going to use math to figure out the number of candies in the jar. Let's check in with her now.
Alright, so since I'm finding the volume of the candy and the jar, I'm going to need to figure out what the radius and what the height are of the two pieces. So I've got my board here. I'm looking for the radius and the height. So to help us understand how to calculate radius, I'm going to use a little sticker. This guy is a circle, and in order to measure the radius, the first thing I'm going to look at is like, what is the diameter? Because it's going to be much easier to measure all the way across the candy, this way, and all the way across the top of the jar. The top of the jar is a little bit wider, so I'm going to use the bottom of it. But it's going to be easier to measure all the way across. That's the diameter, and the radius is half of the diameter. So I'm going to find these two measurements, and then I'm going to half them. This one's about 2 centimeters, so half of 2 centimeters is 1 centimeter. And I'm going to use the bottom. So now that I have these two measurements, I'm going to measure the height. The height is from top to bottom, and the height of this is 2.5 centimeters. And the height of this is 15 centimeters. So now that we know the measurement of the candy and the jar, we can plug these into the formula. So I'm going to use, and I need pi times the radius squared times the height, which is 2.5. And that gives me 7.853. So 7 point, let's do 8 fives. That's my candy. And then I need pi times 7.25 squared times. Now my volume of my jar is 2,476.95 centimeters cubed. So now I have the volume of both my candy and my jar. So now I need to think about how many times can 7 and 85 hundredths centimeters cubed fit inside of 2,476 and 95 hundredths centimeters cubed. So I could use estimation here too and kind of estimate that 7 and 85 hundredths as an 8. And then that 2,476.95, I could make that 2,477. And maybe using those numbers will help me get a better estimate of how many pieces of candy can fit inside of the jar. Hopefully these new numbers help you make a more accurate estimate of how many candies might be in my candy jar. Good luck.
Tessellations use math. Let's learn how to make them with Miss Barnes.
So the recipe calls for 1 cup of flour. Oh no, I can't find the 1 cup measuring cup. Whatever shall I do? Never fear, 'cause Math Man is here. Oh no. I think I got it. I can't find the cup measurement. Everything is ruined.
I wish there was someone who could help you figure out what measuring cup to use. Oh, wait.
Okay. Here, I'll just give you, two of the best cups I've found. I've got a 1/2 cup here, and I've got 1/4 cup here. Can you make anything with that? Those seem pretty hard to use, so.
Well, 1/2 of a cup would be 1/2 of a cup, which means that you can use 2 1/2 cups to get 1 cup. However, 1/2 of 1/2 measurement is 1/4 cup measurement, which means you can also use 4 1/4 cup measurements to get 1 cup. Then, if you really want to challenge yourself, you could use 1 1/2 cup and 2 1/4 cup measurements.
Wow, you rock, Math Man. I think you're gonna give Map Girl a run for her money.
Please, you're just saying that.
In 7th grade math, students have learned about ratios and proportions. Let's check in with some of Mrs. Rowe's students to see if they scaled up some dessert recipes to feed a class of 28 students.
The recipe I chose was chocolate chip cookies, and this is a recipe that makes 7 chocolate chip cookies. And my question was, how much of each ingredient will I need for 28 cookies? It says a chocolate chip recipe is for 7 chocolate chip cookies, and I need 28 cookies for my classmates. And so since my question is, how much of each ingredient will I need for 28 cookies? I knew 7 times 4 is 28, which I would need to multiply these ingredients times 4 so I can have the ingredients to make 28 cookies. And I multiplied 1 times 4, which is 4 eggs, 1.5 times 4, which is 6 cups of flour, 1.5 times 4 is 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1/4 times 4 is 1 cup of brown sugar, 3/4 times 4 is 3 cups of chocolate chips, 1/4 times 4 is 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 times 4 is 4 tablespoons of vanilla, and 1/2 times 4 is 2 cups of white sugar. And so that's what I put here, because if I multiplied the ingredients that need for 7 chocolate chips and you multiply it times 4, it would give you how much the ingredients you will need to make 28 cookies.
Nothing tastes better than a good set of math cookies.
We've heard from a realtor and counselor already. Let's hear from a few more professionals about how they use math in their jobs.
Hey everyone, my name is Robin, and I am here to tell you why math is so important in my job on a daily basis. I am an accountant at a factory in Paris where we help to make wheels for Toyota. Accounting is all about equations. Assets equal liabilities plus owner's equity. Don't you think that I have the best job in the world getting to count money every single day? We track inventory and expenses. We sell a product. We pay our bills. And then we track cash flow on a daily basis, profit and key performance indicators on a monthly basis, so that we know if our company is making money or losing money. We use math every day, whether it is addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, percentages, return on inventory, or simply balancing an equation.
Therefore, you need to learn all of these things in order to be a good accountant. And so now it's time for a quick math joke. Why are accountants so cool, calm, and collected? Because they have strong internal controls. Thank you guys. I hope that you'll consider being an accountant one day.
Hi, my name is Maya, and I'm a student studying mechanical engineering in a college. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky, but right now I'm in a small city outside of Boston, Massachusetts. So over the summer, I actually have some engineering jobs. One summer, I interned at NASA, where I was responsible for designing large rovers to send to the South Pole of the Moon. On my team, I was responsible for all the math, so I had to calculate the ideal weight of a rover, the power needed to make the rover move, and the amount of nuclear energy needed to fuel the rover. Summers after, I've been interning at Lockheed Martin, which is a company responsible for building jets, helicopters, missiles, and spacecraft. This summer, I'm actually going to be working on fighter jets, and I'll be responsible for building the hardware to go into the jet. And one of my main responsibilities will be mathematically coding the flight computer of the jet, which is an F-16 that you can see on my right. One equation I must understand is the Mach number, which is a number that describes speed. So it is a measure of the speed of an object compared to the speed of sound. So Mach number is indicated by the letter M, and it's the speed of the object divided by the speed of sound. So this F-16 fighter jet flies around a speed that is greater than Mach 2. And we can compare that to a normal commercial plane that you would ride to just like go visit another state, which only travels at Mach 0.72. So the fighter jet flies much faster. That's pretty impressive. I use math a lot throughout school, but I also use it in my summer internship, so it's very important to pay attention in math class and to study hard.
Hey guys, my name is Michael. I'm from Lexington and I'm an engineer at SpaceX down here in McGregor, Texas. Right here in McGregor, we test a lot of engines and components for all of our rockets. Pretty exciting stuff, and we're always making a lot of noise down here. We're always testing something down here, which means doing a lot of math. Whether I'm designing a part, running controls, or performing a test, math makes it all happen.
Hi, my name is Amy Burke, and I am the Program Director for the Science and Engineering Indicators Program at the National Science Foundation here in Washington, D.C. I work for one of 13 federal statistical agencies called the National Center for Science and Engineering Statistics. And our mission is to provide data and information on the state of the U.S. science and engineering enterprise. So I use math every day to create statistics on how well the U.S. is doing in investing in research and development, how we're doing in K through 12 STEM education, just like what you guys are doing right now, how we're doing in investing in higher education, and what our STEM workforce looks like. We also look at all the different innovations that make our lives better as a result of these investments, including inventions and knowledge transfer and publications output. And we use these measures and these statistics to inform Congress and other policymakers on the policies they need to make sure that we have a strong U.S. science and engineering enterprise. So that's how I use math every day. These data, these numbers, they are used specifically to inform these very important topics and to make sure that we are doing well to create the innovations that make our lives better and make our country stronger. Thank you.
Those jobs were pretty interesting. Maybe I can intern for NASA when I am in college too. Thank you to our special guests for sharing about math and their jobs.
Now it's time to reveal the actual candy count in Miss Stevenson's candy jar. Make sure to write down your official guess.
Hello, Charger parents. My name is Seth Krusich, and I'm the school social worker here at Leestown. I wanted to take a few minutes this evening just to talk to you about our student support team and our services and ways that you can get a hold of us if you or your student needs something. We really think of parents as partners here at Leestown. You are the expert on your student, so we want to partner with you and make sure they have the support they need to be successful. We also want to let students know that it's okay to ask for help with their mental health. If we're sick, we go to a doctor. So if we're not feeling well emotionally, it's okay to ask to talk to somebody, and hopefully that person can help them figure out what's going on and how to feel better. Some easy ways to get a hold of us: you can start with our website. Go to our Leestown website, hover over students, as you can see here, go down to student support and click on that, and it brings up our web page. Lots of good information on here, but at the bottom, you've got these boxes. You also got the options here on the side, but you can click on meet the team if you want to get a hold of us, one of us individually. Send us an email by clicking on our name. You can click on a picture, get our profile, and learn a little bit more about us. Mine has my Google Voice number on here. You can call or text. You can send me an email from here as well. So that's a really easy way to get a hold of one of us. If a student needs to talk to somebody, whether at home or during the day, they can click on Request to See Support Staff and fill out this simple, easy form and submit it. And that lets us know, hey, we need to check on this student. Another great way we've been keeping in touch with our students during distance learning is our student family needs check-in form. So if you or your student clicks on that, you can let us know if you need something as far as food or maybe coats or school supplies. But students have been using this during distance learning to kind of check in, let us know how they're feeling that day, and if they need to talk to anybody. So those are some real quick and easy ways to get a hold of student support staff. Next, you're going to hear from Ashton Bolaños. She is our amazing Youth Services Center coordinator, and she has some awesome services and programs through the Youth Services Center that she's going to talk to you about. Never hesitate to reach out if you have questions or concerns, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Good evening, Charger families. You just heard from our amazing school social worker, Mr. Krusich. My name is Miss Bolaños, and I am part of our student support team. I hope that you got some great information about our website and saw some familiar faces. I want to take a deeper dive into the Youth Services Center and what my role is at the school. So my job is to help break down those non-academic barriers and to partner with parents to help students reach their full potential. So if you'll come along with me on the website, I want to show you some services and programs available for your family. On Leestown's website, you'll hover over Families and click Youth Services Center. This is going to take you to the Youth Services Center homepage. On the homepage, you're going to find some information about how to contact me. You'll see my office hours, office phone, Google phone, and also my school email. Those are all great ways to get in touch. I want to talk specifically about the services and programs offered at Leestown. I want to start by saying that all the services and programs available to our Leestown families are made possible through our community partnerships. And we'll talk more about those too. It's important to note that all YSC services and programs are completely free to you and your family. On this page, if you click the YSC request form, you'll see more specifically what services are available. This is a pretty simple form to complete. And when you scroll down, you can see some of the services include food assistance, information about basic needs, including utilities, hygiene and clothing, school supplies, health and wellness assistance, including dental, vision, and healthcare, attendance concerns, mental health, questions about a program, a hotspot, information about holiday assistance, and there is an other section in case you want to provide some additional information about something you may not see. There's also the LMS student check-in available on this page. I know Mr. Krusich talked about this on our student support website, but we wanted to make this survey available in lots of different places for our students. Another program that's available always to our families is the LMS Charger Pantry. And this pantry is an in-house pantry supported by God's Pantry Food Bank, who is one of our community partners. If you click on the button, it's going to take you to a page where you can schedule your pantry visit. Typically, students are able to help select the food. But right now, being COVID conscious, we're pre-packing boxes and bringing those out to vehicles. If you read in the directions, it will give you all the information you need to know. We also have a program right now called Educational Talent Search. We partner with the Bluegrass Community and Technical College to help support students in their dreams of going to college. It's really important to understand that the Youth Services Center webpage is updated frequently with new resources and programs that are always available. So check back and see what's happening in the summer.